We're 18 days into the start of a brand new year, 2024. I'm Greg Grex. I'm a PGA teaching professional. I've been teaching now full time since 2006. For those of you that don't already know me or have watched my YouTube channel before. And I've been videotaping myself, listening to myself talk. Of course, I've been doing that for many years now, but a lot of people are doing these podcasts or they're talking in front of a camera just like this. This is my new office, by the way, when I'm not at the golf course teaching. So we're going to use this area, which is my workshop behind me. We can work on golf clubs on both sides. I have everything to do golf club work, golf club repair. And in addition to doing that here at home, we have to go to the golf course and do golf lessons. Well, the point of this small little lesson is in the start of this new year for a lot of you that have been really aspiring to get better, to improve your golf game, no matter what level that is. If you shoot 100 and you want to shoot in the 90s, if you shoot in the 90s and you want to shoot in the 80s, and so on and so forth. For those of you that are interested in doing that, the first thing you have to do is look at yourself and say, hey, I'm going to spend the time to do it, because you just don't get better unless you're out there working on it. Now, guys like me or teaching professionals all over the world like myself who want to help people get better and spend a lot of time studying and learning ways to help people get better. At the end of the day, we're very helpful, but when it really all comes down to it is you can take as many golf lessons as you want to take, but you have to kind of try to find peace within yourself to realize that anything that you would be asked of anyone to do, you have to put in the time to do it. Secondary probably to that, and maybe even first, in the contrary to mentioning that, is you have to trust what you're training yourself to do and have some sort of knowledge of what is correct technically. So in golf, instructors all around the world, we can talk technique, we can talk positioning, we can talk playing, we can talk this, that, and the other. There's about 1,000 different ideas of teaching or methodologies all over the place. Or I'm not saying any of them are wrong, and I'm saying probably plenty of them are actually really right. And there's many, many great instructors all over the world. I guess the point I'm trying to make is if you can trust someone to be your eyes, to visually watch you, to take video, to understand what you're working on and where you're going with it, you have to have a plan, a game plan. On the contrary to mentioning that, also is working on your game is also working on maybe your swing, maybe working on your physique, your body. So your body and the flexibility and the range of motion and its strength, and how do you use the components in your body also to amplify the technical attributes to make them better. So if you're not flexible or you don't have range of motion, then odds are likely to someone like me who wants to move you into a better position to hit the ball better. If your body doesn't allow us to do that, then we're going to have to spend time working on your body. So you may need a trainer, a personal trainer, somebody to encourage you, somebody that understands how the body and the range of motion may work. Years and years ago, I actually had the opportunity to start the TPI program, the Titleist Performance Institute, and I was so overwhelmed with my schooling and getting my PGA credentials done and working at the golf course and fulfilling 50 hours a week, working in a golf shop, and then trying to teach on the side and doing all these things that are in the golf business. I just didn't have time at the time to get the TPI credentials. But what I have done over the years is I've also spent time in gyms talking with personal trainers that I let them do their job. I let them be the ones that were training my students to get their bodies better, to build up strength, to build up flexibility, to build up the range of motion so that I could be the one that taught my students, this is where I need the club to be. This is how I need your hands to work. This is how I need your body to position itself. And then I would go back to the personal trainers who I became very, very good friends with over the years and said, hey, I'm going to send you some guys because I need them to be able to do this. And they would say, I'm going to get that student in there. I'm going to get their body operational. I'm going to get their body flexible. I'm going to get their body strong so that I can allow you to coach them to get them into these proper technical or mechanical positions. So I don't want to start babbling on and on. I kind of always mention that in my videos as babbling or just having a video that lasts forever and ever. This is now almost a 6-minute video, but take away the ideas maybe tonight. You want to get better this year of jotting down what you need to do. And straightforwardly, what you probably want to do is think about how many hours, how much time you could designate to golf. And then in mentioning that, how much time can you dedicate also to your body, to train your body to work on these technicalities in golf? Your turn, your hips, your legs, your core strength, your flexibility, your range of motion. So all of these things are key contributors, along with the technique and the fundamentals of golf, to get better and lower your scores. And don't forget, one of the things I'm doing this year is I'm going to spend a ton of time talking short game. So watch for videos from the golf course as we work into February. January has been very cold here. So as we work into February, we're going to spend more time talking about short game and the scoring opportunities around the greens, chipping, putting, pitching, and bunker play. So get ready for all of that. It's going to be coming, and I'm going to try and do a better job to provide that type of information to everybody all over the world that's willing to pay attention to some ideas to get better at your short game and shoot lower scores. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good night.